Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat, and here I am, some Tanami, related news here. On this upcoming Saturday night, Saturday, January 25th, we'll have a little bit of a change to the Adult Swim schedule, and it pertains to the anime part of the block. Now, as you might know, Tanami is actually not the only time on Saturday nights that Adult Swim airs anime. For the past few weeks, ever since they got the 8 o'clock hour back from Cartoon Network, they've been airing an episode of Dragon Ball Super and an episode of Dragon Ball Kai at that slot, which was to be expected considering that it's been probably the most successful anime franchise that Tanami's had ever in terms of ratings. And it's a show that crosses over well with both the standard Cartoon Network audience and the standard Adult Swim audience. However, possibly because of the contracts, the rights to air the shows have run out. That's my theory, at least. More on that in a minute. They will be replaced with My Hero Academia. Now, here's the schedule for this upcoming Saturday with the episodes for the first half or so of Adult Swim. And if you recognize these episode names, it's because we're starting with the beginning of season 4 of My Hero Academia. We're actually not starting at the very beginning of the series, which I think is pretty interesting because if the strategy was to have My Hero Academia be the show to be the straight replacement for Dragon Ball with Adult Swim, then wouldn't it make sense to start at the beginning of the block so that people who've not yet watched My Hero Academia can get acclimated to it? Because I mean, if you've not ever watched My Hero Academia and you just jump in season 4, like for any other show really, you're gonna be a little confused about what's going on. So I don't think it's a smart strategy if that's what the case was. My theory is that they'd run out of their contracts because usually with Tanami, especially if you're buying out episodes from another distributor, you own the rights for just a select period of time, which is why some of the older shows that Tanami's aired will probably never come back to the block again because they're going to have to pay more money just to get the licenses renewed and bought back for them. And considering how Dragon Ball's probably a very expensive property from Toei Animation, they probably decided, well, we already have bought out the license to My Hero Academia from Funimation, so why not just keep airing the episodes and kind of make the most bang for our buck on what's got to be a pretty expensive license too, especially considering how popular My Hero Academia is as a brand right now. So, and that's just interesting. And again, I don't think this is the best of moves. Like, yeah, My Hero Academia is an extremely popular anime, and it still is to this day. However, from what I can tell, most of the audience is the type of audience that will watch it the second it comes out streaming and not necessarily wait the amount of time it takes to watch on TV. Which is why My Hero Academia's ratings is still pale in comparison to what Dragon Ball Super was getting throughout most of its run, or actually the entirety of its run, when it's airing quote unquote new episodes or dub premieres. So I think throwing an hour of it at a bizarrely early time like 8 o'clock really isn't going to help the block at all. It's probably going to pull in even worse numbers than Dragon Ball Super and Kai were. And I mean, Dragon Ball has a devout audience, and if you just switch on the shows like that on them, they might not necessarily come back, you know? So again, I think this is personally a very short-sighted decision by Adult Swim for this. And note, this isn't exactly on Tanami, since Tanami doesn't officially start until the new, quote-unquote, new episode of My Hero Academia airs at 11 p.m. What are your guys' opinions on this change by Adult Swim? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Leave your opinions down below. I love reading them. If you like this content, if you want more anime, Tanami, Adult Swim content like this, please like this video. Please subscribe and hit that notification button. I am Super Orange Cat, and that is all.